Okay, I'm gonna try once more to do this because for some reason my screen recorder didn't work properly the previous times. So I'm connected to the drone. This is 119.4 or something megabytes. When you download from Mission Planner, it downloads in two parts. It downloads the first part and then it starts downloading a second part. I don't know what the second part is. So time from my computer now says 3:04. I'm gonna say start. It says it's gonna need 4 minutes to download the whole thing. And then I'll show you what I did before and what I have found to be the solution. Whenever I have this problem, I hope it shows it this time. I usually have it like 90% of the times. So I only use cubes. 99% of my cubes, they have the USB extension cable, which means that my cubes, they're not easy accessible to access them from the side of the cube, because if I access them from there, I can download my logs always pretty fast. I always have to have the USB extension cable. So yeah, in theory it needs another 3-4 minutes. It has another 80% to go. I really do hope this time it shows exactly the problem I've encountered always. And in the meantime, as long as it takes to download, I'll go on my videos, captures, and here is from previous attempt to
EKF3 IMU0 forced reset.
showing that
EKF3 IMU2 forced reset.
if I do it from QGround
EKF3 IMU1 forced reset.
and I can set the exact directory that it's going to go to. I like the fact that Mission Planner automatically checks
pre-arm GPS 1
what
bad
kind
fix.
of firmware you're using,
pre-arm
and it creates
battery
its own
1 below
folders
minimum
and
arming
puts
voltage.
everything in the folders.
Pre-arm downloading logs.
So here it is, downloaded
fence
from
requires position.
ground control. I'm gonna shut down this, and I'm gonna go back here, and as you can see here, it keeps on moving. Another thing I've noticed is that if I go away from this screen,
error POS vert variance.
It already jumps the time into a different EDA, which this increased the time by 2 more minutes. So I am guessing that this time, when it goes to the second part of the download, it's again going to give me an estimate of like 12 to 13 hours. So we're 50%, and it says it needs another 3 or 4 minutes.
Error POS vert variance. EKF3 IMU0 forced reset. Error POS vert variance.
Okay, the time dropped by a minute now.
EKF3 IMU0 forced reset. EKF3 IMU2 forced reset. Error POS vert variance.
Okay, do not pay attention to the messages coming in.
EKF3 IMU0 forced reset.
I'm in a closed space.
EKF3 IMU2 forced reset.
Right now here. 80%.
Error POS vert variance. EKF3IMU0 forced reset.
90%. Yeah, my guess
Error
is
POS
this
vert
time
variance.
is gonna do the problem I constantly get. And I don't get this problem only on this computer, I get it on a number of different computers, one of which has 100% fresh Windows on it. And it's a
EKF3IMU2 forced
mission
reset.
planner. As you can see, it already jumped a few hours ahead on ETA. But I think this time is going to pretty much download it fast, which hasn't happened every other time. It still says it needs like 40 minutes to download the whole thing, which I find it to be a huge amount of time. And as you can see, it does download the second part of the download pretty slow. I've seen worse rates than this. This is actually pretty fast now. But it should have been even faster and should have been done by now, in my personal opinion and in my experience in the past. I think this is 100% mission planner related. It still needs like 14 minutes to download for a second time the log or convert the log. I think it's converting it now in something different, which I really don't know why. Anyway, no need for me to continue. I think you've seen my point. There are times which doesn't matter on the size of, okay, this log is pretty big, it's 120 megabytes, but I'm still tuning this quad, so I have pretty much anything on which I can use for my logs and my tuning. I think it should have downloaded, but even for a 20 megabyte log, there are times which I left it for like 3-4 hours and eventually it never downloaded it. And my go-to solution for the last couple of days would be to use QGround Control, even though I don't like the software that much, to actually use it because it does the download a lot faster. Okay, now the ETA changed again, but still, it does it pretty slow from here. And actually 90 or 95% of the time lately, I get to have this issue that it's stuck and you can leave it there for hours and it will eventually never download it. So I would like someone's input on what might be going on. I'm saying that I have this problem also on a fresh computer, and I would like to know what could be the issue. Thanks a lot.